I will tell you something, my gorgeous Gemini. I will tell you something quite important here. At the beginning of this week, you are going to feel a little bit frustrated. You are going to feel frustration at the beginning of this week because you can't start something that you wanted to start. And this is like really going to throw you out of balance a little bit. But let me tell you that very soon after that moment in time, you're going to start feeling really nostalgic without even realizing this. So very soon after this moment in time, you are suddenly going to think about, you're going to be thinking about the specific things that used to happen to you like a long time ago. This is going to be either your childhood or it's going to be some kind of specific situation in the past you are going to be transported to. That's the bottom line. You're going to be transported to the actual specific situation that happened to you in the past like a long time ago, and this is going to make you aware of the fact that you have already been through something very, very similar. Indeed, both of these experiences are quite unique experiences in itself, but you will be able to connect the dots and you will be able to see what am I seeing here right now. So that means as soon as you feel frustrated because you can't start something that you wanted to start, very soon after that moment in time, you are going to be thinking about a certain aspect in your past from a long time ago, and the bottom line is that you are going to realize that you already have been through something very, very similar indeed, and that in itself it's actually going to bring you reflection, basically reflections on the past. It's about to bring you an important insight, my gorgeous Gemini. Do not forget this whatsoever, because you're dealing with something that you've already dealt before, but it's just like a little bit different. It's not exactly the same like experience, but then at the end of the day, this is what you're going to realize. Now you're going to understand, and after this moment in time, you're actually going to understand, and you will see exactly what I mean, especially when it comes to you wanting to accomplish this. You're going to understand how to accomplish this, what you want to accomplish, what made you feel like really frustrated, to start with. So it's going to start with you feeling really frustrated and sad and negative, but then at the same time, it's going to lead towards you having this answer, this mind-blowing spiritual key, this answer which is going to come to you through your past, and you will know how to accomplish this. So don't feel low, don't feel negative, don't feel down. I'm not being a dark lala here whatsoever. I'm just trying to explain that this is indeed actually going to work out for you really, really perfectly, because something amazing is going to happen. Not only you will know how to accomplish this in itself in exactly 9 months time, your life is gonna explode, baby, in the best possible way. In exactly 9 months time, you will have things you don't have now in life, and you are probably going to have one of the biggest achievements of your life, like literally. So what's happening right now, it's giving you two powerful indications that what you're gonna feel frustrated about is gonna work perfectly, and on another hand, in exactly 9 months, this is going to bring you an amazing success into your life, baby. This is brilliant, and it's going to speed up certain things as well when it comes to certain relationships in your life that haven't been working for a while, but you need to fix them, you need to work them. Everything is going to start resolving itself after this moment in time, because you have been under lots of pressure, my gorgeous Gemini. You have been, because you've been worried about something very specific, like something very personal. Very personal. You've been worried about something very personal, something about yourself, something very personal that you don't want to talk to people about it. Okay, so what you have been worrying about that is so personal to you, my gorgeous Gemini, only you know this. Okay, this is very important. So something has been, my goodness, draining your energy along the way. The problem with a certain person in your life, but something else. The problem and something not being resolved in between you and someone else has been affecting you way too long. But something else also has been affecting you. Something that you've been worried about. A very, very personal problem. It was scaring you so much. Let me tell you what the answer to that personal problem is going to be. Something was worrying you, my gorgeous Gemini, and this is just like a basically, This is so strong, you know, and you have to be strong. You have to keep your head up. and you have to like kind of adjust your mind. It is going to be absolutely fine. I know this is going to sound crazy, but listen to me very carefully. What you're worrying about, it's something very personal, and the reason why I'm tapping into it right now is because it started to affect you subconsciously. There are a few little problems that you're actually dealing with. You're dealing with a problem with a certain people in your life, and that is affecting you so much because there are certain things that haven't been resolved yet, but it's to do with the people in your life who mean to you so much, and that's just draining you in itself. You're not being yourself. You haven't been yourself you haven't been yourself in a while. And I'm not like having a go at you or anything, but we are humans. We all go through these feelings. We all go through these emotions. As long as we come to the bottom of this, it's going to be absolutely fine. And this is all going to lead towards like some kind of really big unfoldment indeed. So there are two things. One personal thing that has been affecting you for way too long is the people, a certain person or people in your life. And another thing is this problem. Something is scaring you so much that it's actually affecting your decision making. And you're not even aware of it. It's at the back of your mind. It's to do with your subconscious mind, but it's every single time before you try to make a really big decision, you just go in this like kind of indecisive mode. And indecisive modes are horrible because they just like kind of like really mess you up, and they just make you to do something that you don't want to do only because you don't trust yourself. And the only reason why you don't trust yourself is because you've got a couple of problems that you're dealing with. But you need to come to the bottom of this. It's very, very important. And I told you this. One problem is to do with a specific person or people in your life. Something's not working right. And then another problem is you worrying persistently about something that, oh my God, something is going to happen to me, type of thing like that, something very personal, and this is to do with your personal problem. Okay, this is to do with your personal problem, this oracle card. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to ask these oracle cards with the help of my spirit guides and my angels around to focus on this personal problem that you have, my gorgeous Gemini, that has just been affecting you. You have to like really come on top of this because you don't want this to affect your healing, and vibration and energy. You don't want this to go on the next level. So I'm just going to make you feel so good because I already know that this card is going to be really good, which is going to come out here when it comes to what you were worrying about. Let's see what this oracle card is actually going to say. Okay, this is personal. Remember, you see this? It was affecting your courage. And now this is a very positive oracle card because now this is telling me what this was affecting you. So this oracle card came as an additional bonus oracle card, and it's actually showing what was affecting you, because now you need to know that this was affecting your courage. And this does a great deal to us, to our progress, to our process, to our energy, to our healing process. It was affecting your courage. Okay, but now how is that going to work out? Sorry. How is this going to work out, like this problem that you're worrying about, this personal problem, not to do with the people in your life, but the personal problem? How is actually this going to work out? Please give us a straight answer, my gorgeous oracle cards. Please give us a straight answer. How is this going to work out, this problem? And I can tell you it's going to work out absolutely. You will be fine. You just have to be patient. There you go. You have to be patient. You have to be patient, but the answer to that is the patience. It's actually very, very important sign here, because the patience is positive, it's optimistic, and it's going to be fine. That problem what you've been worrying about, it's not going to end overnight. It's not going to end tomorrow. It just needs to go for a little while, but you need to be patient. And patience is a very positive and good and powerful sign, because it means that you are going to come out of it. There is nothing to worry about whatsoever, because you are protected. Look at this. You are protected. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. You see this protection? So that's your answer. You're absolutely fine. So there is nothing to worry about whatsoever. And it's also caused by you waiting for some kind of a news, or you continuing to do, you needing to do something to find out some kind of a news that you're so worried about, but you are literally protected, my gorgeous Gemini. So you must not worry about it whatsoever. This is actually going to transform your life in the best possible way. So what's happening right right now, my gorgeous Gemini, you're tiny little caterpillarini. You're tiny little caterpillarini, my gorgeous Gemini. My gorgeous Gemini, you're tiny little caterpillarini. Like this, and now you are tiny little caterpillar, but you are going to through your own transformation, so you are going to be fine. You see what I mean? So this is your caterpillar mode. You're going through a caterpillar mode, and you're about to become a butterfly. So you're going through your own a little sacred metamorphosis, my gorgeous Geminis. Okay, so this is really, really important. And also going back to the beginning of this week, you know, you are really going to have a bit of like kind of like a moment where you will want to be by yourself, and this moment that you're gonna feel like you want to be by yourself, you know, you are really, it's gonna reflect on you in such a way like you will either want to be in the nature a little bit, or you will want to be somewhere by the water, somewhere by the river. You're gonna feel quite spiritual, or you will want to go and visit some spa, or maybe you will want to go to swim in a swimming pool. You will want to take care of yourself, like in a certain way where you can spend some time by yourself and really kind of reward yourself, and just to nurture yourself. Maybe you will want to meditate a little bit, but it's like kind of a hermit mode, but it's not, because you're gonna have this urge and need. You're gonna feel this need to nurture to nurture your body, to nurture your soul, to nurture your spirit. And this really depends how this is actually going to reflect on you, but this is how you're going to feel. So it's a bit of a hermit mode, but it's not really. And the reason why so you're going to feel this urge and need to do something for you, but it's more going to be on a spiritual terms. But then at the same time, saying it's a hermit mode because this is coming from somewhere else. This is a very sacred moment in time. So this is why you always need to kind of you always need to take care of yourself. So this is an important nurturing time, but at the same time something is going to happen to you because you are going to be open spiritually, and you're going to realize you're going to realize that, you know, some kind of a wise choice, it's going to come to you, that something that you need to do completely out of the blue, some kind of wise choice, some kind of option, it's going to be on your mind, some kind of choice, some kind of option, it's going to be on your mind, and that was on your mind already exactly 1 month ago. Exactly 1 month ago you had this idea exactly 1 month ago, my gorgeous Gemini. So that idea is going to bounce back, and that idea is going to bounce back at a time when you feel so sacred, at a time when you feel so spiritual, and you're going to understand that, you know, at the same time while you're thinking about that idea, while you're going to be reminded of that idea that you had 30 days ago or 1 month ago exactly, you're also going to be kind of having on your mind, you know, certain people who you can trust and certain people who you cannot trust, and you're also going to have a lots of people on your mind on the outside of your life, you know, that you're going to be thinking about maybe how you can't understand some people on the outside, and maybe they can't understand you, and then you're going to realize your own power, and then you're going to realize your own strength, because all this time, all along, you have been doing things in your own way, and you had a certain way of thinking about the certain things, not necessarily in your life, but looking at the picture on the outside. So all this is kind of going to be part of the picture, and all this is going to make you realize and make you aware of the fact that, you know, you're aware of something very specific here. Something very, very specific, very strange, and very bizarre, and very unusual. You had so many confirmations, and you know that what you think and what you are aware of, it's the right thing, you know, it's 100% correct. So this is just something that it's also kind of gonna pop into your mind and highlight some kind of wrongdoings on the outside, which is only gonna confirm the power of you kind of like needing to really take things in your own hands. And after this moment in time, you are really going to start realizing your own power, and that in itself is going to make you feel absolutely magnificent about yourself, because it's just like about, you know, the hidden enemies are going to be kind of highlighted without you even looking for it, without you even wanting to find out about it. It's all going to become absolutely obvious, and that in itself, it's really going to be such an interesting time of reflection, because you're going to realize realize that, you know, there are certain specific goals in your life that you still need to kind of put more energy, more of your precious energy towards, you know, and this is going to be quite important indeed. And when it comes to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Gemini, what is going to happen to you, it's going to be really absolutely remarkable. Something is really going to blow you away, and I really like this because you will not expect this, you will not see this coming whatsoever. You will not see what's going to happen to you at around the midweek, and this is really going to surprise you. And somebody very consistent in your life, somebody who's important to you, somebody who is in your life, somebody who's very consistent, and somebody who you talk to every now and then, and somebody who always gives you like a really interesting news or fill you in with what's happening type of thing. That particular person, it's actually going to tell you something, and what they're gonna tell you, you know, it's like, first of all, going to make you aware of like what you should invest in. And once you realize what you should invest in at this stage of your life, this is to do with the finances, but it's to do with your energy as well, and it's to do with your time as well. Once you realize this, something really ridiculously powerful is going to happen. There is a news and message that you are going to have at around that time, and this is going to blow you away. Oh my God, it's to do with an accomplishment that is going to surprise you, but at the same time it's just completely to do with an unexpected success in your life. This, my gorgeous Gemini, it's about to show you the way, those things that happen to us completely unexpectedly, but especially when it comes to the actual success, it's like, oh my God, it's like a blessing. You are going to have your way shown like this is going to happen completely spontaneously, baby, but it's down to you to follow this. It's to do with your destiny, it's to do with your soul, it's to do with your you know, like a life purpose indeed, and that is going to make you feel so powerful and so brave indeed. And at the same time, you will realize that now you need to make an important step here as quick as you possibly can. You are going to feel extremely brave purely because you are going to realize your sacred capacity here, and that in itself is going to bring a strength within you in order to make an absolutely mind-blowing step at this stage in your life where you did not think that this is going to be happening whatsoever. And you're going to surprise yourself so much because that step is going to be consisting of something brand mind-blowingly new. But then again, it's to do with you. You're going to surprise yourself because it's to do with the unknown things, you know, that you are going to kind of go towards certain things that would normally put you off because you're not too sure how exactly you're going to do this. And now you're going to surprise yourself of where this is coming from, you know, and you really are going to feel kind of adamant to do this, but you're going to surprise yourself how adamant you feel to actually do something that would normally like, well, let's just wait a little bit. And then somebody in your life, somebody really gorgeous, somebody really psychic, somebody really open-minded, somebody ridiculously powerful when it comes to their spirituality, somebody who maybe lets you things know on the spiritual level, on a mediumship level, on a psychic level, somebody who just doesn't get things wrong, you know, and somebody who's telling you things every now and then, whether that person tells you things directly or whether you watch this person somewhere, it doesn't really matter, but you are going to have a confirmation through somebody in your life, like extremely spiritual and psychic person who is extremely quirky and powerful with what they do, and you know this, you're aware of this, you're absolutely aware of this, like there is no tomorrow. That particular person in your life, it's actually going to confirm to you, it's going to tell you something, it's going to tell you something so important when it comes to like it's going to confirm to you something about you being careful on one hand from a specific person in your life to not to take an advantage of you. So sorry about that, but somebody in your life is going to try to take an advantage of you, and you need to be very open-minded when it comes to it, because that person is not evil. Again, that person is not horrible, but I'm sorry, they're trying to attach themselves to something that they shouldn't attach themselves in the first place. It's almost as if you have given something to someone in your life already, but they want more, they want more. No baby, no. So you just need to see that that you're gonna understand actually through that psychic person in your life who is trying to take a little advantage of you. So it's like you gave into something to someone already, but they want more, they want more, they want more. So you don't want to fall into that. So you're just gonna know who do you need to protect yourself from. And I repeat, it's not someone who is evil or vile or horrible necessarily, but you just have to like kind of you need to understand that you need to put like a certain barriers and borders in between what you do with that person, because almost like as if you give to someone a little finger and they just take the whole hand, you know what I mean? And then like you just go, you disappeared, all of you disappeared, you know. You know, they took you all in, yeah, you know. So it's like kind of like you really need to see who this is. You need to make sure that you do need to have a certain boundaries in between you and somebody else who is in your life, who's not horrible or evil, but they're trying to take too much from you. So that's where you need to be careful. So to that psychic person, you're going to understand that. And at the same time, you're going to also understand pretty much so some kind of a dark devil on the outside, nothing to do with your life. It's going to be confirmed through the psychic person in your life. So all that is going to like really going to contribute so much towards you, like kind of, oh God, yeah, I knew it, something wasn't right and things like that. But then again, this is all going to really kind of bring you back to yourself when it comes to you coming back to an original vision when it comes to your life and how you want your life to be. I'm saying an original vision because now I'm talking about like some kind of a plan that you had a while back and now you've just kind of left behind because the time wasn't right. So this is going to be kind of highlighted here indeed. So it's just about you kind of using this as a base to protect yourself in the best possible way and to do things on your own accord, to do things on your own terms, opposed to doing things towards and listening some kind of nonsense or things that absolutely don't make sense from the people who you don't even know. Do you see what I mean? So it's like coming back to your home, baby, and just making the most of life by yourself, making your own decisions and ignoring things that absolutely don't make sense, because you would be surprised how much was going on over the last few years that have been stuck at the back of our subconscious mind, you know, without us even realizing. We can water the plants and there is something on the radio, some downer, oh shut up, you know, it's like constant downer, you know. It has been so long, so it's like even if you're not listening and you're ignoring it, it still gets kind of attached, you know, like very much so, like an acid. It's like an acid. No, it's like gets attached, you know, to the back of your subconscious mind, and whether you realize this or not, it still kind of has got some kind of little power over you. So when we get like a little indications like this, it helps us so much to come out of it, you know, and stand strong, baby. So now, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Gemini, now you are going to have a really weird experience. Yeah, at around the last part of this week, you are going to have a really weird experience to start with, and that weird experience that you are going to have, it's going to make you think like, oh, how I can protect certain things in my life. I want to protect this, I want to protect that, you know. It's okay. That weird experience is going to open your eyes, and then at the same time it's going to make you think how you can actually, you know, protect things that are yours. And at the same time, you are really going to have a very, very interesting sign here, very interesting and powerful sign. And the very interesting and powerful sign that you are going to have at around the end of the week, my gorgeous Gemini, it's going to come to you when you know what's going to happen before you have this sign. Before you have this sign, there is something that you are going to be thinking about, something that you're going to be so excited about, something that is going to make you feel so good about yourself. You're going to feel something like, and some kind of a realization, and this realization that it's going to be on your mind, that you're going to be thinking about so much. Now suddenly you're going to feel, oh yeah, that's great, but I can't do it because of this, and I can't do it because of that. So you see what you're doing here. You have some kind of realization that makes you feel alive again, something that you want to do, some kind of inspiration is going to be on your mind that is going to kind of get you going, and then suddenly you're going to say, well, I can't do that because of this and because of that. And then you're going to have a sign, my gorgeous Gemini, and then you're going to have this sign which is going to come to you through the power of the actual synchronicity and the sign that you are going to have. It's going to happen to you in a very strange and unique way. Something is maybe going to fall off, or something major is going to happen, like full on. Something is either going to fall off and you're going to be like, oh my God, or something is going to smell like the food that someone used to cook who used to be in your life, like the certain person that died, you know, that used to cook like a nice food, like, I don't know, like some soup or something, and then you smell that soup. Oh my God, my mom, not my mom, but you know what, like someone used to cook that soup, do you know what I mean? Like someone in my life, or who used to be in my life, you know, someone who died or whatever, you know, used to cook that soup. So, and then you feel that smell, and then you know that that person is there. Or you're gonna feel the temperature change, like suddenly really cold, you know, you're sitting down and suddenly it's really cold, and you will know that you've got some kind of spiritual activity. You will know, you will be prepared for that beforehand, that there is some kind of spirit around you, spiritual activity. And then, however it happens, you need to understand that you have to reflect on what you're thinking about, and you need to release this amount of negative energy. It's going to be like a blessing. This is what you need to pay attention to. So when you have this sign is going to mean that, yes, when you become aware of this spirit, this spirit is there in particular to make you aware of the fact that you can do something very successfully that you are preventing yourself from doing, and you're the only one who can actually release this negative energy and go through this absolutely mind-blowing, powerful door which are about to open for you, my gorgeous Gemini. Indeed, this is important, but you have to work a little bit for that in order to see things as they are. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm just going to shuffle these oracle cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be an oracle card of the week. Okay, let's see, my gorgeous Gemini, what is going to be an oracle card of the week? What is going to be an oracle card of the week, my gorgeous Geminis? Oh, la 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 la, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Look at this, my gorgeous Gemini, an opportunity. You're gonna have a remarkable opportunity this week, my gorgeous Gemini. This is not just any opportunity. This opportunity is going to change your life. This is gonna be a life-changing opportunity, because this opportunity is about to open the whole new door for you. The new door, you see this gateway, my goodness, the new door that have been closed for way too long. The new door that are also going to help you to embrace, my gorgeous Gemini, and to embrace what's to come, to embrace this healing energy, and to embrace your own power, to do, because this is going to help you to do what you were like kind of thinking about for so long, but at the same time, you know, you were just thinking it's not the right time. This week is also, my gorgeous Gemini, as I said before, bringing you a very interesting moment when it comes to you becoming aware of exactly what is going to bring an amazing success into your life. By the end of the week, you're going to become ridiculously confident about things that are indeed going to make you feel so much happier, but also with the things that are going to bring success into your life when it comes to finances and so many other things as well. Okay, my gorgeous Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.